feet. Here we go. Ballet lines. Hi, you guys. We're getting started on Instagram. We're over here. So you need your TheraBand, maybe a ball, and maybe a yoga mat if you want a yoga mat for laying on as we do our sort of Pilates-based laying down stuff. So give me a moment to get situated and getting set up. I'm going to use my peanut. No, gotta use the peanut today. If you have a tennis ball, I think that's great, or a lacrosse ball for later, but I like the peanut for calf massages. So we're going to just start with a little bit of rolling out our calves, which would be nice if you just went for a jog. So rolling out the inside, down through the center, the outside. Sometimes I like to do this on a block and point and flex. Today I'm feeling more like rolling all around, so I'm not going to use the block. But if there is kind of a knotted up, sticky spot, you can hang on it and then point and flex or do ankle circles around. And then we'll just grab with our thumb and our fingers and rub around the heel right at the bottom of the Achilles there. And then just rub along the metatarsals on the top of the foot. And use your thumbs to have a nice, encourage a nice crease as you pull your toes back. And then give each toe a tug. And I should say socks are nice for this, just because as we get into tendus, then you can slide your feet along the floor. But you don't have to wear socks, that's just my preference. Rolling out your other calf. Now, sometimes, like my legs are totally different, so one leg needs something different from the other, usually. But getting all parts of your calf. And like I said, if you have a spot where you want to point and flex on it, go ahead and do that. And then rubbing around this Achilles and heel. Rubbing on the tops of your metatarsals. Folding at the base of your toes, and give each toe a nice tug. Good. And now we're going to go into pointing, working on creasing the Achilles, so having a relaxed Achilles. So I'm going to use my thumb to keep the Achilles folding in, spread the toes really wide. And think about shining the arch on the top of the ankle up, so we're not worrying about pointing through the knuckles. So do a releve, and then tracking through your second toe, point through your toes, lengthen your toes down to demi-point, and heel down, folding that Achilles in, and point, lowering down. 6 more. And 5. 4, 3, 2, and last one. And other foot. Again, finding that spot in the Achilles, spread the toes really wide, and tracking over your second toe through to full point, and heel down. 7, increasing that arch at the ankle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. And extend your legs in front of you and circle your ankles around. Excuse. And then reverse your circles in the other direction. Sitting up as tall as you can. We're going to flex our feet and then curl the toes under. Lengthen through the top of the ankles. Go to your demi-point and flex. 3 more times. Curl and point, demi-point, and flex. I should say in this direction because we are going to reverse it. And last one, this direction. Now reversing, demi-point, full point, pull the toes back, flex, demi-point, pull back. 2 more. And last one. And crossing your ankles just so that you can give your arches a little bit of a massage. And grabbing a hold of your TheraBand and working on pointing through. We're going to articulate again through our demi-point and then into our full point, back to demi-point and flex. 8 times on each leg, really trying to have a super straight leg the whole time. Give yourself some resistance. Check in with your shoulders, make sure they're not doing anything wonky. And going down for 8. Slow and controlled on the way back, instead of just letting the TheraBand pull you back. 7. Tracking through the second toe. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. And then setting it up on the other side. Plugging your shoulders in, super, super straight knee, and pointing down for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Good. And we'll get rid of TheraBand, move your ball out of the way, and adjust yourself as you need to lay down on your side. You want to have space a little bit behind you and space to reach your leg all the way down straight. Placing your head on your bottom arm, and then lift your belly button, pull your waist off the floor so that your hips are stacked evenly. So there's some space ideally between your waist and the floor. Lengthen your tailbone, you're in a neutral spine. Exhale the ribs down, and then turn out, shine your heel forward. And then really crank into that internal rotation, not just knee to knee, but really shining the pinky forward. We've got 7 more. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And hovering in neutral, extend the leg out in front of you. Internal rotation, might not feel like much. External rotation and parallel. Bring the leg down by your side. Belly button and reach back. Super, super straight knee. Don't let your pelvis shift. Neutral, turn it out, and reach back again. And in parallel without shifting your hips, reaching up to the side, in parallel, and down. Turn it out, reaching up, soften in the top of the hip crease, and down. Find your parallel. 2 more times, développé to the front. Turn it in, turn it out. Neutral, reaching it down and engaging the glute and the hamstring, pull the leg back. And neutral, turn it out, reaching back. And in parallel, leg up, shooting the energy out away from the hip socket. And turn it out. Again, belly button in as the leg comes up. Last time, développé to the front. Turn it in. Turn it out. And neutral. Leg comes down. Engaging in that hamstring, bring it back. And neutral. Turn it out. Reach it back. And in parallel, shoot the energy out. Belly button in, leg up. And down. Turn it out. Belly button in, leg up. And down. And relax for a moment. Maybe beat out your hip or your glute. And set up for the other side. Do this weird little arm crawling. So, finding your alignment, lifting your waist off the floor, stacking everything, and going toe to toe, turn it out, and knee to knee, extra crunch into that internal rotation. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And neutral. Développé out. Turn it in. Turn it out. And neutral. Reach it down. And extend back. Squeezing your glutes. Super straight knee. Thinking about the back of the knee helps knee. Turn it out. Reach it back. Parallel. Reaching everything away from the hip socket so there's no grinding. Turn it out. Shining the heel forward. And down. 2 more. Développé front. Turn it in. Turn it out. And neutral. Reach it down. And keep reaching it back. And in. Turn it out. And reach back. And in parallel. Up to the side. And down. Turn it out. Up. And lengthening down. Last time to the front. Turn it in. Turn it out. And neutral, reaching it long. And bringing it back. And in, turning it out. And back again. And in, up to the side in parallel. And down, turn it out. Keep the energy pulling away from the hip socket, reaching long. And down. And beat out your glute and your hip. Rolling around to your back. Getting into the hamstrings a little bit. If you need to grab like a t-shirt or a towel to help, we'll do that. Your choice if you want your bottom leg knee bent or if you want it lengthen your leg away. But holding the ankle or the shin wherever you are, circle around 4 times with the foot in one direction. And 4 times in the other. And flex the foot, bend the knee. If you want to use your hands to help, you can. And extend and point. 3 more times, flex and bend extend, and point. 2 more, flex, bend, extend, and point. And last one. And give yourself some resistance, pressing into your hands wherever they are, and hands going in. Hold the resistance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the resistance. Try to have energy in your leg if it's straight and reaching away from you on the floor. One more time, pressing into your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the resistance. And reaching down, reset, and to change sides, whatever feels right for you. Other leg up, it probably is going to feel really stiff in comparison to where that first leg was. And circling the ankle around 4 times in one direction. Like my gross sock just dropped gross dust in my mouth. Not pleasant. And reversing the direction. And 4 times bending the knee, flexing the foot, modify as you need to, and lengthen through to point. 4, 3, 2, last one. And firing up in the back of the leg, squeezing in with the arms, and hold for 5, resisting 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the resistance. Encourage that leg in a little bit further. And one more time, resisting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release the resistance. Good. Hugging both knees into your chest and rock up to sitting. Stretching out our glutes really quick. One foot flat on the floor, crossed over. Try to get both sit bones down onto the floor, sitting up tall. Hug your shoulder in. And another bit of resistance, pressing the knee into the forearm, forearm into the knee, and firing that up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the resistance, deepen to the spiral. Softening in the front of the hip crease. And then either stack knee to knee or ankle to knee. See if you can walk that bottom heel away from your butt a little bit, trying to get your sit bones on the floor. I know it's hard. Creating resistance here. I'm going to imagine I'm squishing something between my knees. So squishing for 5, 4, firing up all the lower back and glute muscles. And release that resistance, sitting up tall. Maybe you stay here, maybe you walk yourself forward, whatever your body is telling you it wants or needs right now. 2 breaths. And belly in, rolling yourself up. If you are forward, if not, just coming on out of it, switching to the other side. Rooting down in your sit bones, plug your shoulder into the back, sitting up tall, and start your resistance, firing it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the resistance, spiraling further around. And returning to face front. Either knee to knee, ankle to knee. If you can, walk that bottom heel away from your butt a little bit. Sitting up tall as much as you can and activate squishing your knees together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that. Either stay here, keep lifting your belly, stay really active. Maybe walk your arms forward. 2 breaths. And if you're forward at all, belly button in, to come out of it, unwinding, coming into a forward fold, hanging over your feet, and shift your hips side to side. Heel toe your feet to be underneath you, bend your knees, drop your tailbone down, and roll up. So we're going to go into our tendus and dégagés and développés. So make sure you have room to carry your leg around front, side, and back. Want a little bit of space there. And we're going to work just in turnout today so that we can get through some stuff. So we establish the turnout in our work on the floor. So finding those turnout muscles, spiraling around, growing tall. Make sure, even though we want a long spine, we don't want to tuck under, right? That's for when we're trying to do an aerial inversion. So right now we want to have that nice neutral spine here. Knees are drawing towards each other, rooting through the whole foot, and bringing the arms up. I'm going to talk you through it. We're going to slide our right leg out into a tendu, super, super slow motion. And then roll down through the foot, standing on 2 feet. Lift the heel to point the foot. And leading with the pinky toe, come back in. And a plie, circle the arms down. And around. We're going to do the same thing to the other side on the front. Shining the heel forward, tendu out. And rolling down through the foot. Standing on both feet. And then lifting the heel, pointing through the feet. And then pinky toe leads you back. And a plie. To circle the arms around, bring the arms to the side. First leg shines out to the side, heel forward. Going through your demi point on the tendu out. Make sure your weight is even on both feet when you put that foot down. And sliding in, and arm circle. Really focusing on your standing leg as much as the working leg as we point through this other side. Really, really straightening through the standing leg the whole time. Circling around, right arm forward, left arm out to the side. Pinky toe leads the right foot back. Keep lifting your belly. In this fourth position, stand evenly on both feet. And then reaching back into your tendu. And heel shines forward, arms circling down. And reset for the other side. Pinky toe leads back. Belly is lifted. Imagine the diagonal line of energy is going out the back leg and all the way through to the front arm. And plie. And we're going to go for a side bend, zipping the knees together, going to the right or left, it doesn't matter. And bend your knees, find your turnout, big contraction, hollowing in the belly. And over to the other side, zipping the knees together, and up. And reversing that, rooting down into the feet. Feel your turnout muscles working at the top of the hamstring, base of the butt. Over to the first side. And rooting into the floor. Good, so now we're going to do a demi point and a point. I'm just going to show it once. Demi point down. We're going to do a tendu. Lift the foot off the floor like you're shooting the energy out. Tendu. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. All right, really working on finding our balance and reaching the energy long. Here we go, starting with the right leg, demi point, and down. Tendu, extend the energy out, really feel the turnout, tendu, and close. Other leg to the front, demi point, keep your hips level when you lift the toes off the floor. Keep them level here on the tendu, reaching long, tendu, and down. Now to the side, demi point. Level hips, rooting in your standing leg. Shine your heel forward, tendu. Reach it long, soft hip crease. Tendu, and in, and second side, point, demi, and down, long legs, tendu. Reaching longer, keeping those hips super level to the back. Point, demi, and down, pinky toe leads, belly lifts. Tendu, dégagé, tendu, and in. Last time, demi-point and point, demi-point and down, pinky toe leads, energy on that diagonal. Super strong standing leg. And go to parallel and contraction, tucking the tailbone under. And straighten the legs. Open this chest to the ceiling. High contraction or high lift. One more time. Scooping the tailbone under. And straighten it up. And open the chest. Throat to the ceiling and coming in. And we're going to do all the way around. So this time we're going to stay on one standing leg and one working leg, front, side, back, and then shifting to the other leg. So we're going to work our standing leg a little bit more. And we're going to do our développé out and our enveloppé in. We're going to do front, side, back. Then we're going to roll down, roll back up, and do it on the other side. And then we're going to do it a second time, and we'll do it a little bit higher, développé out, enveloppé in. But the first time we're going to keep it low. Here we go, in your first position, super strong standing leg, développé out, 45 degrees, and down, reaching long, knee back, heel forward, and into the side, développé. Shine that heel forward, and reaching long, heel forward, knee back, and into the back, leading with the pinky toes. And sliding the foot in, reversing it, pinky toe leads again, heel forward, knee back, and rolling it down, hands touch the floor, bend the knees, and straighten the knees, and bend the knees, drop the tailbone, and roll up. Other side, développé to the front, heel forward, and développé out, knee back, heel forward, and into the side. Level hips. The leg isn't high enough to make the hips change. Knee back, heel forward, and in super straight standing leg to the back. Knee goes back, and pinky toe leads, heel forward, knee back, and in, and rolling it down, and plie, and straighten the legs. And plie, knees pushing back in that turnout, roll it up. Now bigger, we're going to use our arms. Keep the hips level, so we're going for 90 degrees or so. Développé to the front, super straight standing leg. And now here, as you reach out, knee back, push into the floor, and down. Same side. To the side, and slide in. Reach out, shine that heel forward, and knee back, and into the back. Knee leads back, and slide it, reset your pelvis, and pinky toe leads on that dégagé out, and heel forward, knee back, really square your hips, and again, roll it down, hands greet the floor, bend the knees, and straighten the legs. And bend, drop the tailbone down, and roll up. And other side, développé to the front, rooting into that standing leg. Rooting long, knee back, heel forward, square hips. To the side, shining your heel forward. So your side will be a little bit of a diagonal in front of you, unless you are born with the craziest, most turned out hips ever. And développé to the back, knee leads, lifting your belly. Again, really rooting into your standing leg. Reset the hips in between. Reset the hips in this retreat. And again, roll it down. Bend the knees. And straighten the knees. And bend the knees, drop the tailbone down, rolling up. The last little leg thing that we're going to do, I'm going to show now. It's slightly longer, and then we're going to do our relevés. So we're going to do ronde-jambes. We're going to plie on the standing leg, brushing the front leg out, and straight to the side and to the back. And we're going to do that a second time, plie, side, back, and then we're going to do 4 around, really feeling that turnout. And then we're going to brush the leg to the front. We're going to bend both knees, really turning out, extend down to the side, trying to keep the hips level, extend, and down. And then we'll do the same thing to the back. Plie, and around, plie, and around 4 times. Attitude and bend, straighten, attitude, bend, straighten. I'm going to start on my other side to try to balance out a little bit. Here we go, I'm going to talk you guys through it. And plie on the standing leg. And rond de jambe around, straightening. One more time, plie on the standing leg, and straighten as you go around. 4 times around, finding your turnout. 2, working the balance on that standing leg. And 4, and brushing the leg to the front. 2 legs bend, working in the turnout, and slow and controlled down. And to the side, 2 legs bend, and extend, and down to the back, plie, and around, and again, plie, and around. 4 times, straight standing leg. 3, 2, 1, brushing the leg to the back, and 2 legs bend, work the turnout more, extend, and slow and controlled down, and to the side, 2 knees bend, shine the heel forward, and down right into the other side, plie on the standing leg, and around, and plie, and around 4 times, 4, 3, trying to keep the hips as still as you can, and 1, brushing the leg forward, and shine the heel forward, turning out, and down to the side, and bend, really shining that heel forward, and down to the back, and around. Plie, just the standing leg, and around, working that balance. 4, 3, 2, 1, and brushing the leg back. Both knees bend, work that turnout, and lengthen away. And slow and controlled down. Last time to the side. Both knees bend, and straighten, and down. Last time, rolling down. Bend the knees, and straighten the legs, stay down. Shift your hips and weight a little bit to the left. In your first position, hanging over, shift to the right. Shift to the left. Shift to the right. Coming center, bend the knees, drop the tailbone down, belly button in, roll on up. Good, last little bit of stuff are our releves. So if you have a tennis ball, grab your tennis ball and find a place to hold on to so that we can really work. We've worked a lot on finding our balance. Now we're going to work on just tracking directly over that second toe. The releves up and down. Squeeze the ball between your heels. Spread your toes wide. Really be in parallel, and we're going to do 8 releves here. Lifting up tall for 8. 7, no wobbles on this, smooth up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And getting rid of that ball. And find your turnout. And heels up and down in our first position, up and down for 8, 7. Feel the muscles right underneath your butt working to find your turnout there. 5, spiraling the legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go parallel, reach one heel back for a moment, a little stretch, and then reaching the other heel back, And our final thing, I'm going to do 10 single leg relevés in parallel and then 10 in turnout. You can do fewer if that's what your body needs. I know 10 is a lot. And we just did a bunch. So I'm going to start counting from 1, and you're going to do whatever your body is up for. Here we go, up and down for 1, tracking it straight up through the second toe. 2, 3, keep lifting your belly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And turn it out. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And on the other leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, you guys. Massage out your calves for sure, because that was a whole lot. And we are all done with ballet lines. So thank you for joining. Jade, it's so good to see you.
See you too.
Hopefully I'll see you soon. You're so welcome. Bye.